Look at this. There are 2,444 subscribers in my trading group, and we've been killing it. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? I'm going to make sure you're up to date with all the most important cryptocurrency information, technical analysis, altcoin setups on a daily basis so we can get crypto rich together. Smash that subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment box. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. Bitcoin at about 94.60. This is a 12-hour chart. Bitcoin broke down below this macro trend line that had been respecting for actually a couple months now. So the most important thing is that this new trend line that I've put in place, and I'm going to take you to the next time frame and show you a little bit better picture. Bulls definitely need to push the price above 94.50 here. Bulls have some work to do. If this does break lower, you're looking at 9,000, 8,500 breaks, 7,800, and 7,000 is in the cards. This is the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. So you see that Bitcoin, you got a clear, valid rising wedge, rising channel here. Same difference. Now, the bulls need this type of double bottom. See how you get double bottom here? If bulls could put something in like that, it would be the start of a possible bullish idea. If we can break above this trend line here, about 9,500, 9,600 would even be better. The bulls push back up into this rising channel, then break above 9,800, 10,000. Could run up to about 10,800, which would be the top of this channel, which has been happening. Important thing to remember about technical analysis is trading is not predicting. However, you have to assume that the price action stays in the pattern until it doesn't. So again, all eyes on Bitcoin. Now, 5-minute time frame, really zoomed in. This is Bitcoin. You got this small, essentially this is a bear pennant, right? It's a triangle, symmetrical triangle. These are continuation patterns. A lot of times these do break in the direction of the original trend. I want to give a couple of shout outs to my trading group. We've been destroying this market. We're taking the whales' money. I feel like Robin Hood. We're taking from the whales, all of us together. We've got 2,500 people in the group now. Anyways, this person reached out to me. He's like, is this for real? This is so much fun. He's like, essentially he made 0.03 Bitcoin, $300 close to, in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Then he stated, wow, and then he made 10% or 0.1 Bitcoin on the fund setup in 2 minutes. Now he says, I believe now. Thanks, heaps. And that's the thing, until you see this in action, like it's I can't even believe it sometimes. Like it's like, I wish I would have known this in the beginning. Next person, he gave me an update on this. He's going to retire in 2 months. He drives a truck in Alaska. He's up $20,000. His biggest concern is how to pull money out of crypto and put it back in the bank. And then he wants to build a villa on his land in Costa Rica. Life-changing money. That's what it's about. This person says, I'm not bragging, but I made 143% on your Chromia setup. Killing it. Next person, $18,000 in 2 months. Huge gains in the trading group. This person finished the month up $14,000. There's a rumor about one. One is a former IEO that occurred on Binance, and it hasn't pumped yet. So I definitely recommend make a Binance account. There's a link in the description. Possibly you have to use PureVPN if you're in the United States. But one is the rumor is that this person is looking at 60% profit from this trade setup and looking for a big pump. There's a big news being announced from the CEO of one. So again, is this buy the hype, buy the hype, buy the hype, sell the news? Let's see what this announcement is going to be for Harmony. An important idea to understand about these cryptocurrencies that you buy and hold is the unlock period. So you got developers that start working on these projects and they have to hold the coins for a period of time. And so they're the biggest holders of these projects, the developers, right? When they want to sell and take profits, your coins are going to take a hit. And so the idea here is if they're locked up for a year or two, they can't just dump their coins on on the bag holders, right? And so this is just an infographic that talks about the projects with 0% being unlocked in July. And so those projects are Band Protocol, Coty, Perlin, Ultra Alpha, Thundercore, STP Network, Alive, Hyper, DAO, and a coin. So the important thing to understand is, again, the developers, the biggest holders, aren't going to dump their coins on you because of these lockup periods. And so this is something that's important to understand when you're looking at these coins. If immediately the developers can dump the coins, if there's no lockup period that's been negotiated, very quickly on these huge pumps, these developers will dump the coins. And it happens all the time, and it makes the news, and everybody gets ticked off at them. But hey, that's how the dynamic of paying these developers unfolds. I want to talk to you real quick about retests and why they work, and I mentioned on the channel a lot, and just so you see. So this is a chart basically showing where you have a breakout. So imagine this is a falling wedge, and you get wave A. This is where buyers buy at support, right? You always want to buy support, sell resistance, and that's what happens here. Sellers sell resistance before the actual breakout. Then you get wave B, which is a pullback or some type of a retest. This brings some new, it's a kind of a minor swing, brings new buyers into the market. So you see this diagonal blue line. Okay, so this is the pattern that's potentially been a downtrend for a period of months and months and months. You get that breakout, but then what happens is people take profits, right? So people, after that initial pump or that initial breakout, people take profits here. Now, it's important to understand the price will pull back, and it will pull back to the original pattern. And this is what I want you to focus on. Buying retests is golden. Buying breakouts is great, but they're easy to miss, right? You're setting alerts, but when you get a pullback to support, you're looking for that bounce. This is essentially the best wave to buy. This area represents the strongest group of buyers and therefore signals the greatest potential for a sustained move higher. That's what we want. The greatest potential for a sustained move higher. Focus on retests. If you're missing breakouts, it happens all the time. Set your alerts, do what you can, but more than likely retest. You don't always get a retest. You get crazy huge pump. You're not going to always get a retest, right? But for the time being, this is a safe, easy way to get started buying these patterns. And if you miss a breakout, these retests are golden. Here's an example of Virge. I talked to you guys about Virge. Virge is up like 115% since I've started talking to you guys about it. It's ridiculous. It's been up crazy. Now we're looking for a retest. So you see you got a breakout here. How do you know it's a breakout? Look at this big volume. Right now, this is a 3-minute chart. You want to zoom into the shorter term time frames only when you're trying to nail an entry or a retest. So what you're looking for here is a bounce at this level, all right? Because it broke out, got volume confirmation. This says, hey, the entire market bought and volume came in. That validated this move to the upside. Okay, then people took profits up here. You got your retrace, which is also a falling wedge. Now, this is your strongest group of buyers potentially that come in here. So the way you play it is, look, you put your stop loss down here inside the pattern. If you get stopped out, you're really close. Like, this is a pretty tight stop loss, because if it breaks into the pattern, immediately it invalidates the bullish idea here, right? It's a failed retest at that point, right? So these retests, so again, Virge looking for possible more upside. If this retest is confirmed, this will change the game completely. I want to encourage everybody to get a whiteboard, get organized. This person got all the launch dates, what coins are looking at. And if you go down these coins, REP was one, Zilliqa was one, Coty, QNT. If you look, STX hasn't quite popped yet. SNGLS, KNC has been a big one. Poly just popped. I talked to you about these, like these news pumps, epic money behind these. You guys got to get organized. This is a business. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to watch whatever they tell me to buy on YouTube. I talk to people all the time that are new to this space. And one gentleman reached out to me yesterday and he's like, okay, here's the coins I want. How do I get them? And I'm like, you're potentially buying the top. Like, people come into this space and they just don't know better. They just don't know. They don't understand, like, hey, this is about buying low and selling high. You just buy at a random time. This might not be the best buy to buy. Might not be the best time to buy a bunch of these coins. Like, what is Bitcoin going to do? Bitcoin dominance, it kind of broke out, was moving higher. Now it's a weekend. It looks like it's ready to roll over, and this would help the altcoins. Look what these small caps are doing. This is freaking insane. Look at this. 39%, 25, 24, 20, 17, 16, 14, 13, 13, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. If you are sitting in a coin, up 0.01%, 0.77%, 0.04, you're missing out. You just don't quite understand how this market works, or you feel like you're stuck on some of these huge mainstream exchanges that don't have the smaller caps. Make a Binance account. The link is in the description. Supports the channel, and it gives you access to, like, you want life-changing money? These small caps, they move amazing. Look at this guy. Jeez, I can't even, like, I could easily give you 10 setups right now that are in this list because all of them are pumping. Even 8%, 7%. I'm telling you, this is where the money is made in crypto right now. This is Paulie. I talked to you guys about this yesterday, like mid-video. I was just breaking out. I was trying to give you this setup. Possibly you get some type of bullish pennant here and some type of continuation move higher. Just kind of have to watch this one. This is Troy. Again, it broke out yesterday. Hasn't quite taken off yet. You got to, it's flagging right here on the 1 hour chart. So again, you'd want to buy a breakout at this level, right? KMD Komodo. This is a nice technical pattern. You got this huge double bottom. This is a reversal pattern. Okay, there's a lot of upside here. This thing, you could see 60, 70% gains over time. You want to essentially buy the breakout of this level. Not that you would ever listen to anything I say, but you would buy the breakout of this level and then just be patient. Sit it and forget it, right? If it breaks back into the pattern, your stop loss is down there, you get stopped out. But there's a ton of upside on a lot of these coins. Now, IBM pilots blockchain solution for primary teachers' pension in Bangladesh. Most important thing I want you to understand here is IBM blockchain. Here they are again. Watch. IBM is going to be big. They have a huge name recognition. This is one of the biggest competitors for cryptocurrency going forward. Coinbase, I really want you to focus on DeFi tokens and coins going forward. They've really taken off already, but they have an exponential upside going forward. And just know that Coinbase is going to list a lot of these DeFi tokens, and mainstream is going to have more access to them. With that access becomes the accessibility, more buyers into these DeFi tokens. And they're going to be cheap coins, and retail is going to think, okay, hey, these are dollar coins. I better buy these. I can afford one. I can't afford a whole Bitcoin. Bitcoin's $9,000, $9,400. I can't. They don't understand that obviously you can buy small pieces of a Bitcoin. Like, that doesn't necessarily make sense to them. So these lower price DeFi tokens, a lot of retail will come in and pick them up. I talked to you previously about a video where Hertz Rent-A-Car was down to $1 and everyone was just buying it, besides the fact that they were just, going bankrupt essentially. Ethereum's classic core developer abandons the project, and here's why. He says they're being unethical. This is concerning. So the blockchain's core team, they decided to break some low-value smart contracts that were already deployed to the ETC Phoenix mainnet, which just launched recently. Now, they saw the same thing that happened when the DAO fork that split Ethereum network from Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic really failed to learn from their mistakes, because this happened previously. And like anytime that they get involved in breaking smart contracts, obviously, is that decentralized? You know, that if they have the power to do that. So all these ethical problems that have been unveiled, that have been plaguing the decentralized and free essence of Ethereum Classic are the concern for this gentleman, and he left the project. BitTorrent airdrops to Tron holders have come to an end. So there were 16 airdrops that was carried out to incentivize the use of BTT and BitTorrent speed. So again, that is come to an end. Kraken came out with a cool study, and this is what I'm talking about. This is, what if the $300 billion in stimulus checks was invested in Bitcoin? What would happen to the price of Bitcoin if all the stimulus money went into Bitcoin? And oddly enough, very common for me to hear, hey, listen, I'm about to get this stimulus check. As soon as I do, I'm going to join your group. Oh, I hear it a lot. You know, people are buying Bitcoin. They're on Robinhood getting wrecked potentially the other day when stocks pulled back based on this idea. People they get this money and they're like, how am I going to grow it? So I mean, just imagine 300 billion goes into Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin would be about $100,000 per coin. That would help the market cap exceed $2 trillion. Could you imagine Bitcoin with a $2 trillion market cap? $100,000. Bitcoin essentially 10x's. 10x's. What would you do with 10x money from Bitcoin? Life-changing money. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.